Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Phumlani Majozi is an economist. He had something to say on his YouTube channel about what the state of South Africa is, what the people of South Africa need. Now, it's a lengthy video, but I managed to go to X and just get a snapshot of what he was saying. And if you are a person with any sense, you will agree with him. If you are a person really observing South Africa from an objective point of view, instead of just being emotional about issues and always blaming white people for everything. But Mr. Herman Mashaba seems to be disagreeing. I don't know, man. Herman Mashaba, before he lost the election on May 24, he wasn't talking about apartheid and racism. But after he lost the election, I don't know, he thinks South Africans want to hear the rhetoric about apartheid and racism and all kinds of things. I don't know. Is it because he thinks that's the ticket that MK won? Like they got majority vote compared to the EFF. So he just wants to follow that path as well. I don't know. He thinks he's campaigning in 2005 or something like this. I used to respect Mr. Mashaba. But man, the way he's going, this is a man who's made millions during apartheid. And now he's just, on X every time. Every chance he gets, he talks about apartheid as if he's a victim of apartheid, despite him having made millions during apartheid. Tell me, if you're a person with any sense, will you disagree with this?
Whenever they are surveyed, they are clear, black people, what they want. They talk about jobs, they talk about safety, they talk about the end to state corruption. They complain that the bridges, the roads are not functioning in their communities. They don't talk about white people. This the apartheid system. They don't hear that from them, right? We are not going to go to the township and interview people and they tell you that, well, the National Party, FW de Klerk did this and that and that. We are not going to hear that from black people, right? In the rural areas, right? In townships. We are not going to hear it. They will tell you about what they live daily, right? What kind of life they live daily, right? They lose their relatives from crime. I have lost relatives whenever they are surveyed.
And I think practically that is just the story of every South African who, like, if you go to the township, we are not concerned about apartheid and white people and racism. What we are concerned about is, are the roads working? Do we need jobs? We want to be safe. Those are the things we care about. Not racism and black people and white people, hey, oppression, apartheid. I just want to go through this with you. And tell me if you think this is a man with sense. Herman Mashaba said, I truly feel sorry for this young man. Is he going to be used by the National Party surrogates to do their evil work throughout his adult years? I met him when I served as chairman of the Free Market Foundation. As a bright young liberal person, I never thought he could be used for nefarious purposes like they have captured the Free Market Foundation. Some of us were not born yesterday. Divide and rule has always been the Nets policy, that is the National Party, which they are now executing through the DA. This is 2024. Not 1948. Some of us are resolute in uniting South Africans. Now my question, just reading that, is when he joined the DA and became mayor of Joburg, wasn't the DA racist then? Was it not part of the National Party renewed? Just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, man, this guy, something is wrong with Mashaba. And Phumlani responded to that and said, my point to you and other politicians is that you should focus on issues that matter to South Africans. Talk what black South Africans live daily. Nobody is talking about the National Party in townships and rural areas. It's politicians who talk about that to manipulate and to divide. And like, if you are a smart person, you can see right through what Herman Mashaba is trying to do. Phumlani is on point about this, to which Herman Mashaba responded by saying, I'm sorry for you because you have been made to live in the National Party world. I really wonder what happened. Do you mean to tell me that apartheid never existed? I lived more than half of my life under that evil system declared by the international community as crime against humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in 2024. This man thinks he's still living in apartheid, despite him living in a well-gated community where he is not discriminated against. Nobody discriminates against him. He's enjoyed being a millionaire all of the democratic South Africa. And he's out here telling us about apartheid, that we should be angry at white people. He's not telling black people how to be prosperous, how to prosper, the things that you should do to ensure that you increase your chances of success in life. He's not telling us that. He's telling us that no, be angry at white people because they've oppressed you. Man, I used to respect this man. He's just lost it, man. Like, he's gone. He's out of there. And then finally from Phumlani Majozi, I've never ever said apartheid never existed, my very good sir. Never ever. I'm not sure how you came to that conclusion. All I'm saying is that focus on the issues that matter to South Africans. The National Party left power long time ago. Stop saying things that don't exist. Not helpful, especially to black people, to perpetuate the notion that there's still a group of white people repressing black people is totally misleading and counterproductive. We are in control of our future now. We've been in control of our future for 30 years. I mean, he's just getting chowed. He commented and he's just getting chowed. Mr. Herman. Good Lord. I mean, Mashaba is just almost like an emotional baby, just crying about racism and stuff, man. Embarrassing, right? And like, this is what he said lastly, just the 2 cents advice. One day these funders getting you to do their dirty and evil work are soon going to be exposed. Just take note of that. You're not going to unite South Africans by always blaming black people. This country has a savage history which majority of black people embrace, including an apologetic capitalist like myself. Teach us your ways then. Teach us your ways of being successful. Stop telling us that black people are oppressing us. And this man, dog, this is just crazy to me. This is just, he's claiming that Phumlani is funded despite him having a political party that has lobbyists that has got over 90 million rands in funding. He's going to tell this man that he's the one that's funded, man. Mashaba has lost it. I'm disappointed. I wanted to keep going with this. I think I'm just gonna end the video here because this is just embarrassing. He took a beat down from Phumlani. We left Phumlani over here. God damn it, he just got obliterated. People like Mr. Mashaba, man, I don't know, the people who voted for him, are you still going to vote for him again in 2026? Are you still going to vote for him in 2029? Ridiculous. With that, we are here.